I'm 16, haven't built anything yet, but I definitely know that I will become an entrepreneur. So this is where my story starts. Now the story began about 5 years ago when I was 11 years old, and back then I was a very arrogant child, and I would always think that I'm the best one, that in the future I'll be making more money than most of the people. I didn't know yet that I want to become an entrepreneur, but I knew that I will be better than most of the people. I wanted to be someone. Then after 2 or so years, I came to England, and sometimes my mom would ask who I want to become in the future, and I would say that, oh well, I want to have a business and make products. And it wasn't really a desire. I was just thinking that, oh well, that might be cool. And then again, after about 1 year or so, when I was 14, I stumbled upon a self-help video, and the title was Top Things I Knew When I Was a Teenager or something. And that's when it all began. I got really hooked on these self-help videos, and at 14 years old I started watching them all the time. I thought I was making progress, but I was watching this video, consuming all of these motivational videos. Then I realized that this is who I want to become. I want to become a freaking entrepreneur, making shit ton of money, freaking having my own businesses, living my dream life. Why did I want this? Why do I want this? Well, I want to get the most out of my life. I don't want to live like a normal person. I want something better. I want to achieve the most and get the most out of my life. So yeah, back then I would just watch a lot of YouTube videos, self-help videos, still watching TikTok, making no progress. I would just binge watch these videos all the time. And then about half a year ago, so it's about, when I just turned 15, I decided, why not to buy one book that I've heard about, which is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And this was a big turning point. I asked my uncle to order the book, it came to my house, and to be honest, this was my first ever book that I've read in English in my life. And once I started reading this book, suddenly this desire to start taking action came in. I was so inspired to start taking action, and this book was a big turning point. But the next story ain't that great, because next I started trying to build a good routine, I started reading self-help books, I started going to gym, wake up early, revise. But the biggest problem that I had and still have is that I freaking fuck up every single week. I would start strong, a few days very strong, doing all of the productive things, but then boom, one day and I go down. And this cycle would get repeated freaking 1 year. 1 year. From not this summer, but the summer before I started. And then freaking whole year I spent doing the same freaking thing. Which is very annoying. I did try out some side hustling. Last summer, me and my uncle, basically I joined my uncle in reselling. He resells cameras on eBay in France. So he asked me, why won't you try it? So he ordered a bunch of cameras, we cleaned them and listed all of them on eBay. So this was my side hustle, and I would make approximately about £50 profit per month. So if you haven't watched my other videos, I basically have a few big boxes. I used to have 4 massive boxes filled with vintage cameras, and I would just sell them on eBay, and after school I would send the parcels. I also tried, again, before all of this eBay reselling, I tried cleaning windows. So I would have my friends, and me and my friends would go out and clean windows for other people. We did make some profit, but at the end it didn't go well. We tried for a few days, we only got clients first 2 days we tried, and then no clients, and my friends got no motivation to continue. But you know, at least we made about £120 of profit. So these were my 2 side hustles. I would also I would start vlogging about once for last Christmas I got this camera, so I started vlogging because I really got inspired by Eamon Gardzi, who is an entrepreneur and used to freaking filmed his whole life on YouTube, starting from the age of 16, his whole entrepreneurial life. So I really got inspired into also making vlogs, so people in the future can see how I made progress. So where am I at right now? To be honest, things aren't going really well. I'm still not locked in. I still don't have super strong system. You know, I don't have habits that I will be following every single day. I still always something gets in the way, and then I just stop. So my real problem right now is actually discipline and actually doing the work when I don't feel like it. Now I think it's getting better because I found my antidote, which is doing the work at Brooks. I've talked about it in one of my other vlogs, and that actually for me doing the work at Brooks is so much easier than doing it at home, because at home I'm just lazy as hell. Now I'm going to Brooks pretty much every single day after school from now on with my friend. He does revision, I do revision, and then maybe learning about AI. So yeah, this is my current situation in life. I need to build discipline. I have big desires, but I don't have the structure. I don't have the core foundation to start my entrepreneurial journey. So, as you know, my dream is to become an entrepreneur, and right now I'm thinking about starting an AI automation agency by first becoming a freelancer. Now, if you don't know what AI automation is basically automating workflows for businesses that save them time or money with the use of AI. Now, why do I want to dive into AI space is basically it's a freaking massive wave that still grows. It all began in 2022, so it's 3 years in, and AI is literally everywhere right now. Everyone knows about AI, and I don't really want to miss this opportunity. That's why my future business or businesses will definitely be in the AI space. So this is what I think so far. So my plan is to learn about AI every single day by a little bit. I won't make any promises because I don't want to lie. So yeah, this is my current stage in my life. Now, what's the reason? Why do I have this desire? What's my big reason for wanting to become an entrepreneur? To be honest, I don't really know. This just desire came in, you know? This just desire came in. Probably because I just got it. 'Cause I just have this desire, guys. I don't know why. And I personally think that basically that's why I think the difference between self-made multimillionaires and average people, salary, is that these guys, multimillionaires, they had a massive desire to achieve this. The only thing that separates people from winning and losing, basically, is the desire, depending on how big your desire is. Pretty much. So yeah, I'm making this video to kind of leave my footprint, so if you're a consistent viewer of this YouTube channel, you know who I am, what I want, why I want, and all of the things, so you kind of don't have questions about anything. Now, obviously, if you do have questions, please leave comments below and I will 100% answer. Now, I don't really know, I'm not sure if I will succeed. I don't know, because I'm not doing enough of work, guys. I'm not doing enough of work, and I seriously gotta lock in. So, I think times are getting better now because I start to adjust, but we'll see how it goes. I think this will be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and keep up, guys. Just don't waste your life, pretty much. My advice for you is to freaking find what you like and just accomplish it. How I measure my success, how will I measure my life success? Whether I've succeeded in life? Well, it's simple. If I do not own a Lamborghini in my life, my life is wasted. Alright, so this is just non-negotiable. I must have this Lambo, because for me, if I do not get a Lambo in my life, it's wasted. I mean, I can't imagine living through your life and not getting your dream car. I mean, what type of life is that where you can't buy your dream car? I mean, sure, 80% of happiness comes from relationships, but I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta have that car, pretty much. So I'm putting myself together now, so hopefully things will happen. Thank you for watching. Sure, I mean, sure, 80% sure, every, yo. Okay. But